top of the morning.
Yes, sir.
I'm really happy to be here.
Man, me too.
It feels so good to finally be here and get this episode in.
Man, this long overdue. This like what, 2 years in the making?
It's about a year and a half in the making. Yeah,
yeah.
It feel about 2 years, but
Yep.
it's been about a year and a half. How you feeling this morning?
Man, I'm feeling good. Woke up, ate a good breakfast, smoked a little weed.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Got my mind ready for the podcast, so I'm feeling good.
Okay, right on. We have Gary Junior. And if you guys don't know, you need to please check out Gary Junior. He has been on projects with OMB Peasy. He's been on projects with Lil Russell, DP, who else? Sketty Hendrix. Like, you've been out here working. You've been featured on the Black Box. You done had some write-ups in the UK. Well, one write-up out of the UK. Like, you've been really out here kind of pushing. So
Hey, you did some research, huh? For sure.
I did.
That's what's up.
Who would I be if I didn't do no research?
Nah, you own it for sure.
Right on. So I'm honored that you're here. It's a pleasure that you decide to pull up to the Black Box and bless the Black Box with this episode. So we're gonna get right into it.
Come on, let's do it.
Right on. So you said you had a good breakfast. Do you usually do breakfast every morning?
Nope. I really honestly like I try to eat breakfast every morning, but sometimes you wake up and you on the go and it's a banana and a bottle of water and a snack on the road type of thing. But like usually I try and wake up, probably, you know what I'm saying, eat some, I like grits. Like I'm a grits kind of guy.
Ooh.
So like I like grits, you know what I'm saying? Grits and toast would be cool, or some grits and waffles would be cool. Sometimes I eat bacon, sometimes I go no bacon, but you know, it just depends on how I'm feeling.
Gotcha. I hear that a lot, that people skip breakfast. My stomach don't be right in the morning. A lot of people's stomach don't be right in the morning. So I think that's kind of like where fasting comes in sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's good that you actually start your day off with, I need fuel to go on throughout my day. So that is lit. Do you have a morning routine? Because I heard you talk about lemon water. I've heard you talk about sea moss. I've heard you talk about just, like, I've seen you reflect on your music. I remember I seen a post that was like, it's good morning, and you was like doing something with music. So I was like, maybe he just be reflecting. So you got
really,
a morning routine?
Like it just depends on what I have going on. Like if I have time in the morning, like I like to like wake up, kind of chill around, get on my phone for a little bit, and then that's what we all
check
we
Twitter
all
like it's the newspaper.
Exactly, see what's going on, and then like some mornings I like to do smoothie. Some mornings I just go, you know what I'm saying, I take my sea moss raw,
Okay.
scoop it up, you know what I'm saying, make me some little tea or something, and chill and eat my breakfast. But like I don't really have a routine. It's just certain things that I do in the morning. Like, I make sure bottle of water is first thing first.
Yes.
Try to get some fruit, some sea moss, and you know what I'm saying, if I don't eat breakfast, and then if I do eat breakfast, I'll probably lack on the sea moss and double down at lunchtime or something like that. But I just make sure I always get it in me though.
Okay. So what does sea moss necessarily do for you? Because I've heard a lot of different benefits from it. I personally haven't tried it, but what do you use it for?
Man, so I just use a regular Irish sea moss, the tan looking one, not the colored ones. But for me, like the first 10 days I was doing it, I didn't see no results. And then like that, just say day 15, I woke up, rolled out of the bed, like it was just the transition was so easy for me, waking up to jumping out of bed. It was like,
oh wow.
And usually, you wake up, damn, I gotta get up. Like I was just like, up, I'm up.
Oh wow.
So it was like it did that for me. It just gave me like more energy throughout the day. Like if you like your skin going through something, like you'll notice like if you up your dose a little bit, it'll kind of clear that out for you. Like just like digestive, everything. Like it just helped me overall. Like I feel it. Like I be like perked up. Like I don't be all like like I usually be when I was smoking like backwoods and stuff. Like I just be all like sluggish. But now I be fired up first thing in the morning.
That's what's up. I might need that because it take me about 2 hours to wake up.
To get going.
Yeah, no, I know. But I rather stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning than wake up at 6 a.m. and do something. And to each his own, depending on what you have to do. Sometimes that's not like the most effective way, but that is my most window of like when I focus the most and when I'm the most awake, like probably like 10 to like 3 in the morning. So
that's like I know for me, like 2:30 to like just 5 in the morning. It's like if I'm on a creative roll, like that's like those was my hours, like 2 to 5, and then it's like I'll go to sleep, but I'll be right back up at 7.
Yep.
I'll be like, dang,
I gotta get back at it.
I just went to sleep, but I had so much good stuff going from 2 to 5.
Right.
It's 7. Now I'm finna try and take this from 7 to 12.
Right.
Like, so it's definitely, you might lose some sleep here and there, a little bit of rest, but it'd be
You
worth it.
really got to get it in when you can. Like when you're in that creative window, you have to like kind of stay in there real quick, because if I get out, I might not have the same results or what I was in the room for. So
Facts.
I hear you in that aspect. I mentioned wellness earlier, but on another show on What's the Wave, shout out Dylan.
Shout out Dylan.
You mentioned that you had a kidney stone, and I never knew like how painful a kidney stone was. My uncle had one, and he was just telling me everything that he went through in the months. So like for you to be that young and have a kid, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's not an age to it.
It's definitely not an age thing. It's more so like what you eat, and like.
Was that your whole like lifestyle change? Am I about to interrupt you? Was that like the transition into like, okay, I need to like start incorporating a little bit more wellness stuff, because I don't want to go through that again?
Man, before I had that kidney stone, I was like I got an 8-year-old nephew, and all he does is eat candy, and we were like twins. Like, you want this? I want that. We eating Snickers and then double down, and Cheetos and then double down. I want some Funyuns now. Now I want some tacos. Now I want, you know what I'm saying?
Some ice shit.
Exactly. Loaded. Just eating anything.
Right.
Running through the pantry, eating anything.
Right.
So, and drinking juice with that, and it was a lot. But definitely like that just kind of like, I was at home for a period of time. I think I was at home for like 2 weeks. I couldn't do nothing but sit on the couch and drink lemon water. So I'm just drinking lemon water. I'm like, damn, I'm tired of this lemon water. Like, what else can I do that'll help me? You know what I'm saying? So I just started looking up different stuff, and then I just found myself researching about whole health and just being healthy. So I'm like, all right, let me get this a try. I'm at home already, so I'm trying new stuff, and then that's how I got onto the CMOS and all that stuff from the kidney stone. So it was definitely a life-changing experience, I would say, for me, and I would never want that again.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard how painful a kidney stone. How long did it last for? Like,
for me, it was I want to say mine was like 3.5, almost 4 weeks.
Oh, okay.
But like
months.
They give you like they was giving me Narcos, but I'm like, I had asked my doctor like right before I left. I'm like, man, if I'm taking these, can I smoke weed? He's like, man, if you ain't used to taking these common pills, just take half. I'm like, all right, cool. Like,
That's good that he told you that.
Yeah, I was just being honest with him, because I'm like, man, I know I'm gonna have to smoke.
Right.
Like, I know I'm not gonna make it through this without smoking.
Right.
So it was tough, but like I said, it only lasted me like maybe like just say a month. But I was drinking. When I was researching, I looked up the lemon water thing, and it says like the lemon, the acid, the acidic part of the lemon, like it just breaks down the stone and whatever. So I'm like peeing in a strainer trying to collect the stones and measure the stone. Like, it was terrible. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at that same time, I was stuck in the house, and I recorded a project. It was called To the Neck Kidney Stone. It's on Apple Music and stuff. Though, but I was just loaded, like pain off Narcos, off weed, just like just hurting, and I was just making songs. So it probably wasn't my best project, but it was just like a to capture the time type of thing.
Yeah, and you did. You absolutely captured that time, and it's all good. So it's a beautiful thing to see people our age. We're like mid-20s, 25, 26, 27, just really getting into our wellness and noticing certain trends, or trying to break, I guess, maybe like generational things that we see our parents do. I moved back with my parents just recently, and I kind of eat healthy. I had like a health scare a couple years ago as well. So that was like the pivot of my change, and the pandemic. So I already had like background knowledge from college of like just health and stuff. So I brought that with me when I moved back home, and now everybody's like buying more products than me. I'm like, dang, like I was just kind of doing it. So it's a beautiful thing to see the transition. And my dad, like in Black men, period, or it's cool. So I applaud you for that. Right on.
No, for sure. And just to add on to kind of what you were saying, like with the health stuff, is like, okay, like I have a close group of friends, and my family, like, we all close. So it's like seeing me do certain stuff, they like, bro, why you eat? Yeah, I'm telling you, this what we supposed to eat, bro. Then you go back, you let them taste something, but oh, it was cool. And
Yeah.
then next, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I just bought some of them da-da-das or whatever. And so it's like now seeing like just my friends, you know, they taking their CMOS. We be on our Instagram group chat sending videos.
That's
oh,
what's
did you
up.
take your scoops? Or,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Did you do your push-ups? Did you know what I'm saying? We just be holding each other accountable, but it's like it took for me to kind of like be the catalyst of that. And now
Yeah.
everybody is just holding each other accountable, from my friends to my family. So it's a pretty dope thing to see.
That's what's up. That's a beautiful thing. I think that's what I had to do too. I had to make a couple of vegan meals to be like, I didn't use that, or I didn't use that. I just used this, or I just put this together. And they was like, okay, this is nice. You gonna make the vegan meal tonight? I'm like, yeah, maybe.
I might have to.
I might have to. Yeah, you really. Sometimes that's what it really takes. You might just have to cook for your family. So that's what's up. You touched on your people around you and accountability. I love that. A lot of accountability, self-awareness, and having a team behind you and a team with like-minded people. That's like kind of the catalyst of a successful career.
Yeah.
And since I've been kind of following you, I noticed that you still have the same friends for the most part. That's what's up, because it's kind of hard to maintain the same friends for the period of time. So my question to you is, how important has your team been to you throughout this whole like journey? Man,
like they kind of like my inspiration, like, even though we all peers, but like I remember Dylan saying it too, like on his podcast, like, he inspired by his peers. And it's like he couldn't have said it no better, because it's like my friends, like I look up to them in certain ways, they look up to me in certain ways. So
you have
like, friends
in different like avenues too, like you have friends who are like professional athletes, you got friends who are in the rap game, you got friends who are regular people. So that's cool that you have all different spectrums.
Yeah, and I think that too is just kind of like I said, they inspire me, and I just have balance. Like, I have people that are in high places that, like maybe all of us aren't in. Right. But I could talk to them, and I could talk to the person that, working regular job, you know what I'm saying, doing overtime, and we all could talk and make, you know what I'm saying, we build each other up still, even though it's not like, okay, you're way up here, so we all looking up to you, we all count on you. It's like, no, I'm up here, but y'all need to get up there in y'all avenues, you feel me? So it's like, what we got to do. Absolutely. So that's like the reason why I still be going, because it's like the people around me, I got good people around me. So it's like to see them do their thing, and for them to want me to do my thing even more, it's just like, all right, come on, bro, I got to stop playing. Yeah, so yeah. That's what's up. Cool. That's what's up. If it's not clear by now, Gary's a rapper. Gary is an artist. Gary is a lot of different things. But ultimately, what made you start rapping? Like, because I think I remember, were you doing music in high school? Yep, like towards the end of high school. I want to say like the end of 11th grade, 12th grade. But when I was in 11th grade, my grandma's husband had passed away, and he was like, he was pretty much one of my grandpas as well. Like, we wasn't blood related, but he raised me as well. So like he passed, and then it was just kind of like, it was like a hole in me, and I didn't know really what it was. Like, we wasn't the closest or nothing, but I just had love for him, and that love was gone. So it was like my first time going through like grieving. Okay. And like I had the MacBook Pro with the GarageBand and all that, and I just seen people making music and stuff. I'm like, man, hold on. And the first couple of songs was like literally about how I felt about the situation. And it was like, oh, these is nice. I feel these. And then I started playing them for people, put them on YouTube. And then people was kind of like, oh, this clean. You should keep going. Like, you need to keep making hella songs. And then, like, I think I made a song with YC Fame. It was called Spit. We dropped that. People was fucking with that tough. Like, and I just kind of just kept going. So it was like, man, I could actually do it. And then it's just the feedback I was getting was like, oh, I'm going to just keep doing it. If y'all like it, if this making y'all like me more, and y'all feel this, I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it. Yeah, I'm going to give y'all what y'all want. And have you used rap? Well, I'm pretty sure you have, but you continue to use that process of being creative and writing to get through grievances and hard times and stuff. No, for sure. That's like my crutch now. Like, if something happens, or, if I lose a friend, lose a family member, or anything of that nature, it's like the easiest thing for me to do is go get in a booth and like either explain the experience that we had together, or just vent how I currently feel right then in that moment. So it's like, that's definitely like my crutch with dealing with people passing and stuff like that. So that's beautiful. And it's a healthy way too. Yeah, it is, but then also it's like, I know my pops passed in 2016. Yes. I was 21, that's why I said 21. But anyway, like he passed, and then it was like, I was living with him at the time, and we had only lived together for maybe like 3 months. Like, I lived with him when I was a kid, families break up, and then that was my my 2.0 relationship with my dad. So I got to really, you know what I'm saying, figure out who he was and just know like, oh, this is my best friend. I didn't even know it, type of thing. And then, you know, when I lost him, I'm just like, man, forget everything. I don't care about music. I didn't care about, like, it was just a lot of stuff that went out the window for me. You feel me? And it was just like living there. I was still living there while he was gone. And I had my studio set up, and I was just laying around like, man. And then I turned up on everything, just put on the headphones, and I made like a series of songs. And I'm just like, man, I can't leave. Like, this made me feel the best I felt since it happened. So it's like, I gotta keep doing this. And that just kind of like sparked it. And then I think this was like around the time, like right before X Slaps was starting to DJ. He was,
shout out X Slaps.
He was shout out X Slaps for sure. He come through every time. But he was producing only. He wasn't even thinking about DJing. And I had him slide over. And then I had my cousin Uday. He produced a lot of songs for me too. But I had them slide over. I had X Slaps in my room cooking up. I had my cousin in the computer room cooking up, and it was just like that vibe.
Time.
Yeah, that vibe was like, oh yeah, I'm on. Like I'm back. Like I'm not leaving this alone ever again. So that definitely helped me. So shout out to X Slaps. He got me out of you know what I'm saying, I was just in a hole with music and mentally, and he just came through playing beats and making beats and seeing his like just eagerness because he was just starting off. It was like, I used to feel like that. Like, damn, like, okay, I know how you feel. Like, let me get on the energy. And then it just kind of helped me keep
And that's
going.
actually very humble that you had somebody around you who, because, you know, we go to our OGs about stuff, but to learn from somebody younger than you who is just starting, who gave you that, like, push that you need, that motivation, that's dope. So to know that, you know, you learned from somebody who was not necessarily beneath you, but like, you know, not as experienced.
Yeah, he was just fresh in it. Shoot, one of my producers, if you the whole Learning Out Loud tape, and he on pretty much all my tapes that I've been dropping since then. But Junior produced it. He like, I think he's a senior in high school this year. We've been making music since last year. I think when we started, he was like 15 or something like that, 15, 16.
Oh wow!
So he's hella young, but like, he just got that energy, so I could call him, bro, I'm cooking up right now. I'm in class, like, you know, they doing a quarantine class. He's like, bro, I got a music class. I'm finna cook up 3 beats.
Right.
Well, call me when you're done.
Right.
Or I'll stay on the phone if I can. Like, what we doing? So it was like, you know what I'm saying, that energy from the youth is like kind of what keeps me going. Like, I got respect and love for my OGs, and it's like, you know, it's game you can get from OGs that, you know, you can't get from somebody younger than you. Yeah. But the energy that the young and the youth have, it's like you can't get that from the OGs because they, like, you know what I'm saying, not necessarily on their decline, but they went to their peak already. So like the young, like, you know what I'm saying, the youth, they just going up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they with whatever, they trying to do whatever, they trying to create the new, they trying to be the best. Like, it's just, I love that energy. So I like to stay around, like, you know what I'm saying? I have a few young folks around me that's just fired up, and that's why I be fired up.
Yeah, I think that's interesting. My little brother is my inspiration too. Sometimes he, a lot of people, especially as I've dived back into like this Bay Area music, I'm like, okay, what he listened to, like he'll play stuff. I'm like, okay, I like that. Some stuff I don't, but I was like, okay, I like this. Who's that? You know. And then he's told me about a lot of people. So my brother has definitely played like a huge influence on like the guests that I have on the podcast and stuff. People I be looking out for. So that's dope.
That's what's up.
I do want to go back to the passing of your dad, and I just feel like what you did was interesting because I went through a similar thing as well. Like, I was living with my mom when she passed, and my mom passed earlier this year, and so I had to thank you. So I was living with her, and I had to move and go through her stuff and all that stuff, and so I started podcasting. Like, all I wanted to do was podcast after that. Like, I was already kind of doing it, and I was already like making schedules and stuff. After she passed, I was like, dang, like, okay, it's not about what am I going to do. It's just about like how I'm going to do it and like what magnitude am I going to do it at. And like, I can't just be out here just sad. I mean, it's good to grieve, and I'm not going to say like I didn't go through my grieving process, but I was just like, I got to turn it up, like, because ultimately like she was a turned up person and she did all these things. So it actually just kind of fueled the fire for me for the most part.
Yeah, it's like it takes everything away from you. And then once you kind of like accept the fact, and once you kind of like, okay, like, you know what I'm saying, this is, I gotta live with this. It's like, all right, I'm not finna live with it like this, down and sad. Like, I'm finna, you know what I'm saying, do what they would want me to do, and just take it to the highest level. So it's like, that's how once I accepted it, like, that's how I've been moving ever since. So it's definitely a hard thing to do, but I feel like once you kind of like, get through it, it makes you a better person for sure.
Yeah. Right on. So you just dropped an album.
Yes,
You
sir.
hit me up and you said, I'm finna drop an album. I'm trying to see what's up with the interview.
Yep.
So you have Conditioning 2.
Yes, sir. Conditioning 2 out right now everywhere.
I love it. The progression in your music is phenomenal. I love this album. I love it the more I listen to it. You know how you kind of have to like listen to things and then re-listen to it for different aspects. Okay, I'm gonna listen to the lyrics this time. I'm listening for the beat this time. So the more and more I've been listening to it, I've fallen in love with it. For the most part, you have a couple people on the project. You got LaRussell, you got Trey Cinco, you have Pussy.
Yep,
Yeah.
Pussy. Yep, he from Oakland.
Okay.
Yep.
Was he on the box, the wall with Russ?
Yep. Well, like the little live performance.
Yeah,
Yep.
live
He
performance.
did a couple. He did a couple live performances.
Okay.
Yep.
I think he seemed familiar. So going from your transition of, and you had projects in between these two projects that I'm about to say, but going from a pedestrian to somebody who's like, I'm in my conditioning mode. Like this is Conditioning 2. I'm on the field. I'm at Vallejo High Track. Like we getting
really
pictures in. Like Sauce is yelling at me, like drop the album. So what made you go from a pedestrian, just a bystander, to like I'm in conditioning?
I would say, yeah, for sure. Pedestrians was like more of like I'm just watching. Like, pedestrian, we all walking in the street, but we not necessarily paying attention to every person that's around, but we just kind of paying attention to what's going on around us. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, to go from that, you know what I'm saying, build up to Conditioning 2, which was like, my first tape ever was Conditioning 1. And that's when I was like, I was working crazy up until, you know what I'm saying, making that. And it was like, I was making remixes and all this, and I got up to that, and it was like, ooh, this is my first tape. So like now Conditioning 2 for me, it just means more so like you said, like I'm in the field, like it's almost that time. Like I've been working behind the scenes, like I've been putting my work in, you know what I'm saying? When
It's over a decade
looking,
in the game.
Yeah, so it's like when nobody's looking, or you know what I'm saying, people doing this and posting that, it's like that's cool. But the whole time, just know that I'm always working. Like I'm not never working. Yeah. So it's like Conditioning was like a audio representation of like me always working, whether you think I am or not. So it's like with the rollout and everything, I just wanted to do something a little bit different. Like I just kind of picked at people's rollouts that I like, you know what I'm saying? I just kind of like put my features more so on a pedestal than myself, because it's like, okay, yeah, I'm dropping a tape, I'm doing this, It's like, okay.
But that would be nothing without.
Yeah, but it's without the people that produced it and without the people that put their verses on it and took their time out to, you know what I'm saying, jump in the booth. For me, it's like it wouldn't be the same thing. So like I just made sure I put everybody that helped me on a pedestal, and you know what I'm saying, big up them. So you know what I'm saying, when it do come out, it's like, okay, they got their credit, but let's see what you got going on.
Yeah.
Now. Like, so it was just like a just getting back into it. Like as far as dropping music, like I've been dropping stuff, but it's like now it's getting a little more serious for me. So
that was one of my questions for you as well. It's like, how serious have you been? Because you've been consistent, and then there's people. And shout out to the V, because we've been really showing each other love and putting each other on. So I love where we're at right now. There's this narrative in the Bay Area that we don't necessarily support each other, and for the most part, and so far, I've been pretty much supported in my podcasting field. I don't know about the rap field, but do you feel supported?
No, I feel supported, even if it's not like directly or whatever. Yeah. It's just like, I feel supported. Like if you doing your thing and you doing your thing and I'm doing my thing and we all trying to do it the best, like, we may not always be on each other's projects, or we may not always talk, or whatever the case is, but just seeing you doing this and seeing you doing this is motivating me to do it. So when I'm doing mine, I wanted to motivate somebody else that's in the V doing music. Like it's you know what I'm saying, it's just consistency, really. Like with the stuff with LaRussell got going on, he just been kind of pushing his own lane. It's like, it's like organic, and he got people coming in, so it's like that's inspiring me to put out music and do more stuff with my music and make more content. And it's like, with that being said, I might inspire somebody that he can't inspire, or you know what I'm saying, that somebody that's not necessarily looking at his wave, they might be looking at my wave. And so you know what I'm saying, it's just like a chain reaction type of thing. And like all the podcasts and stuff that's been going on, you know, the stuff that you got going on, the foodie features, all the stuff like that, it's like, you know what I'm saying, it's just showing, like, everybody just kind of showing out right now. And it's like, I'm here for it.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love that you're here as well and that we all been trying to put each other on. So I'm going to take it back to the music a little bit. I said you've been consistent and you've been doing music for like over a year now, over a decade now. But now that we are in this kind of like, all right, like we got something, like the V got something to say, like we've been had something to say, but like now you like, okay. So I guess my real question is, what is your goal when it comes to like this music stuff? Are you trying to stay independent? You want to get signed?
I prefer being independent. You just kind of got more control, more say so. What got, you know, what you got going on. You know, I'm always open if it makes sense. I'm definitely always open. But like for me, I just want to be able to, like, with the words that I say and how I put my stuff together, I want somebody who, you know, is just like me to be inspired to just be themselves. Like not necessarily with music or like, you know what I'm saying? I have a nephew that's like, I think he's like 8 years old. He's finna be 9, and like, whether I know it or not, like he looks up to me like he's the coolest person ever. Like we could go play basketball in the backyard. He just feels like I'm the coolest person ever. So it's like, I just want to be myself all the way. So that way it encourages him to be himself all the way. So with my music, it's like, I don't want to just be the one that's encouraging everybody to rap, or we got to hoop, or we got to, you know what I'm saying, do one of these things. It's like, you do what you feel in your gut, and just take it to the highest level. Like if you want to podcast, take it to the highest level. If you want to learn piano to play it in church, go play it at the biggest churches that be on TV. Like, you know what I'm saying? Go play piano for TD Jakes or so. I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just take it to the highest level.
Do stuff with intent.
Exactly.
I love that's my whole thing now. It's just like, okay, people say they want to do stuff, but then I'd be like, okay, well, how, when you start asking like more questions, I'd be like, oh, well, I don't know. I didn't really think about that. And I'd just be like, okay, well, how serious, you know, are you about it? So I love that's your message to whatever you want to do, just do it. Like,
just be you and just
be
take it to the highest level.
And be you, because we really know you out here. So with that being said, you have said a few times that you don't lie in any of your raps. Like
Facts.
You don't lie. So I'm going to pick probably like 2 lyrics just from any project. And I'm going to see if you was lying about it. I'm going to ask you about it.
Oh, it's all good. I'm here for it.
Okay. So, keep me out my comfort zone if you love me.
That's a fact. Will you want me to explain?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, like, you can explain, but like, is that ultimately true?
Yes, that's 100% true. And the reason I say it's true, because it's like, as people, you know what I'm saying, to say your group of friends, right? If your friends really love you, they're gonna make sure you're not in your comfort zone. They're not gonna you know, let you be, oh, well, you just doing that, you're okay with that? Okay, like if you really love me, tell me no. Like that's solid, but crank it up a notch.
Yeah.
So that's what that means for me.
Okay. So in another lyric, you said that you find peace in having uncomfortable conversations. So
Cardio Audio 1, yes, sir.
So you do find peace in having in uncomfortability.
Yeah, like I feel like
and why is that important to not be complacent?
Like with me, like, so like after my pops passed and stuff, like it was hard for me to talk to people. Like I was head down, no eye contact, like, but like once I started, you know, just kind of like, man, wake your game up to myself. Like it was like, okay, now I'm looking at people in their eyes when I'm talking to them. I'm willing to talk about whatever. Like if this bill is past due, I'm willing to talk about it instead of pushing it to the side.
Yep.
If, you know what I'm saying, we got a problem over here, or, you know what I'm saying, my car, I need a tune-up. I'm not going to push past it. Hey, man, how much is this tune-up going to cost? I need a tune-up. My car been shaking and bumping and like, I need this fixed.
Yeah, be assertive.
And like, or, you know, if it's just like with your friends, like, you know, you used to tell your friend, oh, yeah, you know, it's good, boy. Like, bruh, no, you need to, like, me knowing you, bruh, you got the capability to do this, so why not do this?
Right.
Like, you feel me? So it's like those uncomfortable conversations. Like, I was just talking to my boy the other day. It's a funny story. I'm not going to say it on the mic, but it's a funny story. And I just told him, I'm like, man, you got to speak up and just say, hey, look, check it out. You know what I'm saying? This happened, and we need to fix this problem. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to like, oh, we're going to brush it off. And because he was going to brush it off. I'm like, no, you got to, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, those conversations turn out in the end to be like some of the best conversations for you. Like, like I recently talked to my stepmom. I went to my auntie's funeral not too long ago, and I talked to my stepmom, and I haven't talked to her since my dad passed in 2016. It's 2021, and like, it was uncomfortable as hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't know how I was gonna feel. I knew I was probably gonna cry and all that, so I was running from it. And I talked to her, and I walked away from that conversation feeling better than I felt in hella long. So I'm just like,
because that's released.
Like, damn,
you're not
okay.
harboring it anymore.
Exactly. So that's why I say that line. Like, stuff like that always happens to me. So I'm like, you know, uncomfortable conversations just usually turn out good for me. So I'm here for them.
And they should. That's what's up. I love the growth. I love the accountability. I love the uncomfortability, like the progression, the motivation. That's awesome. You're growing as a human being, and it's reflecting in your music.
Thank you.
So to take it back to conditioning to take it back to that, why do you feel like this body of work represents like, this is me conditioning? And I kind of asked you like a similar question earlier, but like, why does, I guess, song by song, like, or which one is like the most conditioned song?
The most conditioned songs? Sheesh, I don't know the most conditioned song. That's a great question because I can't even think. But I would say my favorite song, like, that I feel like represents me a lot is like Out the Way. It's the last song on there. It's like, I think I want to say that's my favorite song. It changes, but that's like my favorite song. Like, from recording to mixing to dropping, like, that's been like, it just stood out for me in my ear. It's just like it just represented me so well. Like, I think I said something like sounds like, why does they show love be in competition? Or no, I was like, they think Jeezy changed up because I don't come around, but it really ain't that. I'm just focused now. I done came too far to throw in the towel. Like, that right there was like I said it, like, I didn't even write it. I was just kind of like rapping, punching in. But when I said it, I'm like, damn, that's hella right.
It's a bar.
Like, that's really me. So it's like that bar alone in the song makes it like my favorite song, just because of me saying that. And it's like, I'm not being standoffish or being out the way because I don't mess with you per se. Like, I just have stuff that I got going on to progress me, and then when it's all good, then we gonna link up and we gonna make it happen. But just right now, like, I can't throw any towel on myself. So it's certain things that I gotta do to where it's like, if I don't do it, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be in the same place.
Yeah.
So I just gotta, I gotta do what I gotta do type of thing. But that probably, I guess, I don't know if it's the most conditioned, but that's the song that I'll resonate most with.
Okay. My favorite is Stuffy Nose Flow and I Need You. Anything with a saxophone, you got my heart. I love that the flow of it. I love the way you sound on it. The song with you and Russ is cool because I don't know how you got that out of him, but that's dope. I Need You. I don't know who you talking about. It's a little simp song. I like it. I'm like, I want somebody to, I need you.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. All the chicks like it seemed like all the chicks like that song, and I figured they would. That's why I put it on there.
Yeah,
like, I liked it when I made it, but I didn't per se like the song. It was like but I know who's gonna like the song, so I just kind of did it like that.
You gotta
like
know your audience too.
Yeah, for sure. You can't just have one demographic. Like, you gotta kind of spread it out. Like, I need to do more chick songs, but like, I have more chick songs, but I just be nervous to put them out. You know what I mean?
Do a whole like chick song tape.
I really
and
might
see
have
what
to
it
do that.
do.
I might have to really do that.
And
Man,
see
for
what
sure.
it do. Okay.
But yeah, no, those songs, like you said, the one with Lil Russell, it was like, I know he has bars, so like, he usually like kind of rap. He raps on all type of shit, honestly.
Yeah. But
like, for the people or people like me, we want to hear him on some. I think the thing stopped.
Yeah, he got his. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. But I think, I just feel like people want to hear that up tempo flow too, more from him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got him, but it's like that specific beat. I'm like, if he get on this and we do this, like, it's gonna be like, people gonna be like, oh yeah, he busting on this. So it's like, I had to kind of, you know what I'm saying? I sent him 2 different songs, but he said that one, and I was juiced that he said that one specifically. I'm like, yeah, because he don't really get on too much stuff like that. So it just kind of, it was different for him, and it was kind of different for me too. So it just worked out.
Right on. Is this your favorite project?
To date, I want to say yes. Other than, like, I have a project that's like on Dat Piff called Tryouts. It's hella old, but I like that that's probably my favorite project. But this is like, I feel like to date, this is like my best project because it just, you know what I'm saying? Like I learned how to engineer better. I've been engineering my own stuff. Like everybody on this project specifically, like raps. Like, I mean, Trey Cinco is a little, you know, he got the rock star effect going, but
Shout out Trey Cinco.
Yeah, that's from the V, man. You know, we got to stick together.
Right. Julia's got a podcast too.
Oh, for real? Mm-hmm. I'm going to have to tap in.
Yeah. My bad, but I had to put that in there.
No, hey, we should support each other. Right. That's all that is. But yeah, like I just decided to go with like people that got bars, like Lil Russell, One More N8, Pussy, DP, C+ from Sack. Like he been going crazy for a long time. A lot of people don't really know about him from our area, but like he's a boy. But I just use them as like just more fuel for me. Like most of the songs were already done, but I was trying to figure out who to put on them. And it was certain people I had in mind. But I'm like I need people that really rap.
Yeah,
and I just kind of
you had to be serious about this.
Yeah, like it just kind of put me in that mode. Like we getting work in. Like it's not like we're just having fun celebrating raps. Like these are like we working.
This is my life.
Yeah, like this is real life. We in here working, we rapping, and you know what I'm saying, talk about what we do. So it was like I think the feature selection for me was like the kind of turning point. Like it was like the songs was, like I said, was done, but the feature selection was like it just kind of took it to the next level, and you know what I'm saying, made it go over the top because like these people really rap.
Okay. All right. I see what you did there. So you did a song Bummy Fit featuring Deadstock DP. Shout out DP.
That's my brother.
Any song that you guys do together, to my knowledge, that I have stumbled upon has been real player. It has a real player vibe. I feel like DP kind of has a player vibe. That's just my perspective. I don't know
New
if the
tape
man.
on the way. Me and DP.
Okay. I don't know him personally, but that is my perspective. But it reflects in the music because you guys do live a certain lifestyle. You guys have talked about the lifestyle that you live, lifestyle different. Mm-hmm. So what are you working on with him outside of the music? Because I know he sells the clothes and merchandise and stuff like that, and he's getting real, or he has been real big in it. So kind of, I guess, give me some insight to that world and that business aspect that you are in with him, because I personally don't know.
Like for the Beyond Deadstock, really, it's just like I don't really. I mean, it's not for me in a sense. It's not necessarily like a business because it's not like what I love to do. Like I love to get dressed and stuff, but I'm not into the the transactions and selling and the shipping and all that. But like what I play, like I'm just kind of like a morph kind of person. Like if he needs me to do this, then I'm gonna do this. Or like if it's something going on and he's across the way and I'm right here, it's like, all right, well, I need you to go grab this and that, and you know what I'm saying, we gonna link up and just bring it to me, and we, you know what I'm saying, so I can get it to put it on the site or whatever the case is. It's like I'm just like he's more so like on that computer, and he's, you know what I'm saying, the posts that you see and all that, that's him. Like that's what he do. And it's just like for me and it's like our group of friends, like we just kind of all play a role in it. Like we just help, like, you know what I'm saying, we just help when we can. Or like we just had the sneaker con in was it San Jose, I believe, 2-day sneaker con. I made it to 1 day, but like we was just in there, like, you know what I'm saying, busting sales and really like, man, this is the brand. We promoting the brand. Like Beyond Deadstock, this is the brand. If you don't buy nothing today, don't worry about it. Take a sticker with the QR code on it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
Tap
for
in
Christmas.
us,
you know what I'm saying? Something like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like just expanding the brand. Or like if you see me, like today I'm not, but 9 times out of 10 I have a Beyond Deadstock trucker on. So when somebody see me, what's that?
Right, hold on.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so like the other day I was at Total Wine. I was grabbing some wine and I had the hat on and I had like a Supreme hoodie on, and dude was like, oh bro, like I love that stuff. He's like, man, I just can't find it. I'm like, man, I had a sticker in the back of my phone case, like just for my personal decoration. I popped the sticker out, and it was like, I had the QR code. I'm like, man, just take that whenever you get off work, or, you know what I'm saying, on your lunch. Just scan it, go check the website, hit us up on Instagram, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just like expanding the brand. Like if we all are like, kind of outside doing, what we do and promoting the brand, it's like it's just gonna all bring it back, and it's gonna benefit all of us in the long haul.
Right, as a team. Right on. What have you learned, I guess, working with working with him, and just because you already said like your peers, and we have both said that our peers inspire us, but like in, I guess when it comes to that more business mindset, and you said it's not a business, but like you have to have a business
Yeah,
mindset.
well, yeah,
like,
that's, yeah, exactly.
when
yeah.
you're selling things and stuff. So how has being around him and in that kind of environment, how has that changed or morphed or contribute to your how you move like within the rap game?
It just showed me that you literally could turn your passion into a good revenue for yourself, like an actual income type of thing. Like with him specifically, like when we used to hang out, like he used to, like kids played with Legos or kids played with wrestling toys. I would go over there to his house. He has one of each shoe out on the bed, and he's, doing random things with the shoes. I'm like, bro, you're tripping. Like, whatever. But it's like to see him go from that to us going to like events like the Dunk Exchange where you go and kind of sell your shoes, trade your shoes, whatever, and then seeing him like set out to make his business, the store or whatever, online store, and then to see him actually make the store, and then see him actually like sell to like, just say the top Bay Area artists, people from LA, like artists from all over,
Right.
has bought clothes from him. So it's like, for me, just seeing that passion turn into revenue, and then also utilizing that to make more connections in other avenues as far as like artists with music. Like I know other artists that do music that I probably would have never known from him having Beyond Dead Stock, because I'm around, we always doing this and that.
Right.
And also artists just come through and spend $5,000 and shop, we chopping it up, talking, oh man, I heard the song you did. He talking to DP. And he like, oh well, he recorded all the songs for me. Or
Right.
he, you know what I'm saying? They like, oh what, you know what I'm saying? Exchange contacts, and now we cool. So it's like it just opened up another realm and another world of things that I would have never thought by him just, taking it to the level that he took it to. So it's definitely inspiration, and it just shows like the possibilities are definitely endless.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. This whole thing is so beautiful. I know I keep using that word, but I love it. That you guys just, you work together, you guys put each other on. A lot of people, and I've noticed that sometimes the closest people around you aren't necessarily contributing to what you're doing. And then that's when there's a time where like, okay, you serve this purpose in my life now. And then these strangers or whatever support me. And that's the purpose that they play in their life. So I love that you have that, that cushion, that support team.
And two, to add on that, like a lot of times it's like, I've seen many times, but it's like people have a close group of friends, and then it's like one friend that's like on it, and then the other two friends are talking to each other like, oh, why is he so on it like that? I want to be on it like him, or whatever the case is. And then it turns into like a jealousy type of thing, and then it's like they go from like, man, I just need you to help me a little bit,
right?
But y'all acting like this, I can't mess with you.
I can't mess with you, no.
So it's like,
gosh,
with my friends, it's like,
feel that.
Like all my friends, like we may fight within each other, but it'll like never leak over into like the public eye or the social media. It's like, all right, man, I told you this, you ain't feeling me, all right, we ain't gonna talk for 3 days. But when we talk, I'm still gonna have the same energy, and you gonna have the same energy. We gonna figure out something to make it work. So
I love men for that.
It's definitely that's like the uncomfortable conversations thing, to go back on that. It's like the same type of thing. It's like some people that are, if their friend is all the way on it, they're uncomfortable to be like, man, bro, could you help me?
Yeah.
Or how would you be able to help me? Or
And
what
I
do you
want to
think
help.
I should do? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Me, for all my friends, like I'm helping, whatever. What we doing? We selling snacks on the corner. Come on, I'm with you. We uniformed, all in the same uniform, and we selling snacks on the corner. Or, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case is, it's like whatever my friends, like if they like it, I love it. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's just how I rock, and that's just how me and my friends all rock, and that's why we still, you know what I'm saying, close to this day.
Right on. What is the where does Gary see himself in 5 years?
5 years, damn, be 30.
Right.
5 years, I see myself.
You're gonna be up there.
Probably, I'm more than likely owning a house somewhere, in a nice yard. My music will be on a bigger platform. I'll get more, you know what I'm saying, world recognition. And just kind of be like I already am, but like even more so, just be like the glue and the head alpha male of my family as far as like financially, and you know what I'm saying, whatever it is. Like right now, like everybody kind of counts on me for like the emotional support, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes financially, but they just want my love, and that's me giving my love is like enough for them, but I want to be able to like be more than enough for them. So it's like, oh, man, don't worry, you can ask me for this, like don't trip, like all right, like I might not be able to come through today, but by tomorrow you'll have something, like, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to be that person for my family, and I already see myself there. So it's like I just know, it's time and a few different adjustments that I need to make in my life, but like it's definitely on the way for sure.
Yeah, right on. Also, I see you traveling a lot, and you have traveled a lot, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm a traveler myself, but the specific place that I wanted to focus on is Oregon. And
Oregon, oh man.
I know you said you lived out there for a while.
Yes, I did. It was Oregon. Man, Oregon, it's like a hate love.
Okay.
It's definitely like for me at that time in my life, I think it's crazy. I always have like music to represent parts of my life, but I think
Because you're an artist.
that I made a thing called Gym Rats. It was like it's on DatPiff. Like it's not on the platforms or nothing. It was old, but like Oregon was like a place where it was dark, as in like just the overall mood. Like those days where it's like, oh, I'll just lay in my bed in the bed. You like, ooh, it's a nice gloomy day. I'll lay it down. Like it was like that every day.
That's the vibe.
So
every
it's
day.
like it's easy to get caught in the I'm gonna just chill in the house today. Like I don't want to go out and do much, and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But like the dude that I was living with, shout out to Javon, but we had started going to like these business meetings, like these seminars. Brad Duncan, if you look up Brad Duncan, look up Brad Duncan. But we used to go to his seminars, you know what I'm saying, every Friday in Oregon or maybe in Washington, like, you know what I'm saying, we would drive. But like we'd go every Friday instead of partying and hanging out, we'd go there. And like they just like, you know what I'm saying, they had their specific thing that they were trying to put onto you as far as a business to make money. But just the principles that I learned from that, like it just showed me a lot. But it definitely, like, Oregon for me kind of got repetitive, like, you know what I'm saying? And I met a couple people out there, and it was like some people that were from, like, their family were from Dubai, however you say it. But their hustle was buying BMWs and sending them home. I'm like, man, you got hella money. Like, all right, like, how can I get like this? But, it never quite worked out like that for me. But, like, it was just, like, towards the end of me staying out there, it was just real depressing. Like, it was just raining. It was dark. Like, the roads were always wet. Like, always cold. I was working at Abercrombie & Fitch. I had bought, like, this jacket, a hella big-ass jacket, just to, like, for my hoodie, I had a big-ass jacket. And, like, we was young, so we was trying to, like, pay hella PG&E. It was, like, literally the summer of high school. The summer I got out of high school, like that same summer I went to Oregon type thing. Okay. Like I was supposed to stay for 2 weeks. Like, oh, I'm just staying 2 weeks. It turned to 6 months.
Okay.
But like it was just it was crazy. Like I said, it was very depressing towards the end, and then like where I was living at, we were living in dorms, but we didn't even go to the school. We living on like Portland State dorms, but we didn't go to school. I don't know how he finessed, but he did it. He did.
Shout out to the finesse.
He finessed us, but we it was cool. And then there was like a couple students ended up killing themselves while I was there. One day I was on my way to work. Somebody jumped off the building, the top of the building, and just jumped down. And I seen it like on my way to work, so that kind of messed me up for for a period of time.
Dang, I'm sorry.
I was at a party upstairs in the dorms. They like, oh, come to the party. So I'm at the party. They got jungle juice. Red flag. If you go to a party and you didn't see imported jungle juice, don't drink it. I swear to God. But so they had jungle juice going. And then I seen a girl. She was like from Kenya, Africa, wherever Kenya is. I don't know exactly where that's at. But yeah, she was from Kenya. And she snorted a line on the table and just kept talking to me. I'm like, oh my God. Like, what happened?
Yes.
And then I'm just like,
I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, like I have to go, and I drank I had like 2 drinks of the jungle juice, and I'm talking about like I know my alcohol tolerance is at that time it was low, but it wasn't that low. Yeah. So I was fucked up the next day. Like they had me in a bathtub with cold water, like with hot noodles. My partner's like, bro, what did you have up there? I'm like, bro, I had some jungle juice. Right. Like I'm like, they sprinkled something in that jungle juice because I was messed up, and like within the next 3 weeks I went home.
Oh, wow.
I
Yeah,
was like, I'm cool off this.
Gosh, I'm so sorry that happened to you. Somebody did coke in front of me for the first time like 2 years ago, and it fucked me up too. And then somebody recently did it as well, and I was like, okay, why do y'all think that's cool?
It's not
Like,
cool
I
at
mean,
all.
do what you do. That's cool, whatever. It's a party drug, however you want to use it. But that's just not something I wanted to see from my eyes. Like, and we in the middle of a conversation, and you just, and I'm
And
like,
keep talking.
and just keep talking. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So I mean, like I said, to each his own. Choose your drugs wisely. But yeah, that I can see how that really like tripped you out, because it tripped me out for like a cool 2 weeks, and like some people was like it's not that big of a deal, but to me it was, because what what are you doing?
That was definitely different.
Okay,
Sure.
well, I only picked that place because I just recently went to Oregon like twice this year, and I really liked it, but I will not move there because of the rain. I know how that could be a real damper on your mood, but if it didn't rain like that, I'd probably be out there. I would have spent like
I could live in Oregon again.
in the summertime.
Yeah, just like it has to be cool in the rain. Like I love the rain, right? But it's like you only love the rain because it's so dry in California for so long. When the rain comes, it's like everybody's dancing in the street. Like, oh, it's raining. We gon' you know what I'm saying? We gonna vibe to this. But Oregon, it's like it rains so much. It's like I just want the sun to pop up for 30 minutes. Like, please.
Yeah.
And it's like Oregon is just kind of spread out, like heck of windy roads and trees and stuff. Like it's cool. Like I liked it. Don't get me wrong, but it was towards the end of my stay, it was just depressing. So I just had to go back
I
home.
had to get up out of there. I feel that. Well, Gary, my last question to you, and it's not a hard question, but it's a question. What does Vallejo mean to you?
Vallejo is like everything to me, really. Like none of my parents or none of them are from Vallejo, but it's like me and my sister are from Vallejo. Like, you know, my pops is from Oakland, my mom's is from Richmond. They kind of, you know, met up, whatever, you know, and I was raised in Vallejo for the sake of like not being in Richmond and not being in Oakland.
Yeah.
So it's like
I feel like that's kind of the thing when people got parents from Oakland and Richmond and they come to Vallejo.
They came to Vallejo to try to,
My
you know,
dad's
like
from Richmond.
a better life. And so like for me being like in my family, I'm like damn near the only person from Vallejo other than my nephew now, my sister and my nephew, but it's like the rest of my family are from here or there.
Yeah.
So it's like for me, it's like it's just my origin. Like they came from these places and migrated here. Like I'm from this place, and you know all the stuff like now that's going on. I think we just like getting a bigger light shined on us from all the stuff that you know is going on with La Russell with his live performances, all the podcasts, the artists. Like it's people from the V that's making music that I never would have thought, but they're not weak. So it's like, I mean, you from the V, like it's in you for real. So I just feel like as far as like athletes, music, anything artsy, like if it comes out of the V, it's damn near like, you know what I'm saying? It's top tier. CC Sabathia, like, you know what I'm saying? We got all type of her. I forgot about
right.
You know what I'm saying? She's so hard.
Right.
I forgot she was from the V.
Right.
But her, you know what I'm saying? It's just a whole lot of people that's from the V, and they when they get their chance, when they get their shine, they really show out. And it's like that's Vallejo right there. Like you get your chance, you're gonna show out. So it's like that's why I love the V, and it's just home for me. Like when I come out here, like I'll say not lately, but usually when I come out here, you know what I'm saying, I just have a sense of like comfortability. Like I feel like I'm at the house, but you know, lately all the stuff been going on, I be kind of
out the way,
looking left and right. But
it get weird out here.
Yeah, it definitely gets tricky. But that's just because like the youth is running out of stuff to do. Like we don't have like Pop Warner is like low. Like it ain't how it used to be. I think baseball. I think kids may still play baseball. I think it's kind of coming back. But like the last 5 years,
nobody was playing
I didn't know who played what. I didn't know what teams, who coached. I didn't know nothing. Like when we grew up, it was like all my friends. Majority of my friends came from
the moms was
from
there.
Sports. Yeah, we used to play sports.
Yeah.
Halftime snack team moms with the snacks. Like these kids don't have that, so it's like they don't respect. Like I respected all my friends' mom with the intent that they could whoop me just like my mom could.
Oh
whoop
yeah.
Me, you know? And that was like a law between parents. Like oh, you could whoop them too.
Right.
So it's like now,
like a special. You could whoop them too. Like it's good.
Don't worry, I am not gonna be mad. So it's like now these kids don't have that same respect for their peers' parents or their peers' grandparents. So it's just a lot of disrespect going on. So that's like the morals is kind of like leaving. But I think implementing all the sports stuff and just giving more resources in the V would definitely help, like to get us back on track.
Yeah, and that's really why I wanted to do the studio, because people, I'm like, we don't have, like, the youth doesn't have anything to do. There's not the sports center anymore.
Killed us with that one.
Yeah, like I was cheerleading back in the day, and I've had stuff at the sports center, like soccer at the sports center. So like every little, like the Boys and Girls Club, like every, I guess, community center has played a role, like in my childhood in some kind of way. So the fact that we don't have that anymore, I was just like, no, like we need something to just, even if it's a quiet room where like, hey, Bree, I need to just chill out for like an hour, 2 hours. Like, I just want to get something in real quick, see what I could do. All right, cool, pull up, like, so it's, I wanted to do it for that aspect too, because we don't have any resources and we're always going elsewhere. Yep. And then the youth had like a certain amount of time, and they're for a certain amount of time, the youth only had a certain group of people to look up to in the music group, in the music world, and then it kind of like reflected like in the streets and stuff, and all the politics and stuff. So it got real ugly. So, and I just like, nah, we need to calm down and like get creative and get ideas flowing and stuff, and just give back. Give back. And that's what I love about like you people our age group and stuff like that, who are doing stuff and noticing the void that needs to be filled. So that's awesome that you say that.
No, for sure.
Well, Gary, it has been an absolute pleasure. I'm so happy that you came through.
It's all good, I'm
so happy that you're
I'm always
here.
Down to support. We got to work together to, keep elevating.
Right.
I'm here for it.
Well, I think that wraps up our episode. Go ahead and check out Conditioning 2 on all platforms. Go check them out on DatPiff, on SoundCloud, on Spotify, on Tidal, on YouTube, everywhere. Right. So
stay tuned.
All right. Take care.
CT Art. Focus the vision, it's far from the time to rest now. I don't feel the same.